Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas. It is good for it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Zielinski. Foden battles to win it back. Here it is now, shapes to shoot! Zielinski. Martinez. Mkhitaryan tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And he's on it, shoots!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And that really is so impressive. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Çalhanoğlu plays it forward. It's a loose ball. Hoists it forward. Mkhitaryan.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Foden. Rodri. Foden. A buccaneering run from the defence. Gets up to head it!
All will be livid with itself.
The He's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. He's there to receive it. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Zielinski. And it's Mkhitaryan. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Zielinski. And here's Mkhitaryan. Decent looking ball. Rodri. Rodri goes looking. And he's cut it out. Can't get the better of his opposite number. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ruben Dias positions himself well and cuts it out. Keeper sends it forward. Pavard with a definite foul there. Pavard gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski. Martinez. Driving on, he could shoot here. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Forward it goes. And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. Still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. Really decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Ruben Dias does well to read it and intercepts. Zielinski. And it's played forward. And the counter is on. Well weighted. Going through. And the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Turns and goes back. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Manchester have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
And he's made sure that that won't get through. Martinez. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Foden has set up one goal so far. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do. Pavard.
Martinez hoists it high. Rodri tries to get it forward quickly. Manchester ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
He's in! Has a goal! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Smartly deceptive. What quality.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. Caught offside that time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's come loose.
Manchester merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
A real chance to break. Kovacic. Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester have it back and they can go again.
Manchester showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. No question, that's a foul. And that is as far as they're going to go. Forward it goes.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Quick look, goes for goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Manchester take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Well positioned to make that interception. He's found his man. Now it's Kovacic. He's through and all alone. It's Kovacic! He has done it! And there's the goal And that's that. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, they've been found wanting, in my opinion, in a few areas that...
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
So it's down to business here. Isak. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's Gnabry. Gets the better of his man. That intervention was very necessary. Kimmich.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Isak. Moore can claim that. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Davis drives it forward. Isak. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Isak. He's gone for it! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, the referee's given it. And so we have the first set piece of the game. He's having a go. Oh, the ball's come loose. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Tar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Kimmich. Keeps everyone guessing. And here's Gnabry. Out to the left it goes. Oh, good take in a good area. Tries to get it forward quickly. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Gnabry. Looking to get within range. Plays it out to the wing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And the counter is on. Good idea, just poorly executed. Still waiting for the first goal. The referee's awarded a free kick. Plays it out to the flank. Gets away from his opponent, and the ball's come out. And it's half-time here.
Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're off again.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Battles to win it back. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Going for goal! Gnabry. Could be a chance here. Hoists it forward. Kimmich. Davis. Oh, real danger here. Has a pop! What a hit! What a hit! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And finally, he has breathed life into the game. That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Munich making another change here. Liverpool draw first blood here.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And it's Gnabry. Gets a good foot in there. Dinks one in. Oh, the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. That's put paid to a promising move.
Liverpool clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
And the finish! Anderson, and it's looking safe.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Liverpool get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's got away. He's through. Has a hit. The message is clear. None shall pass. Cuts it out. Kimmich. And here's Kane. Isak. Oh, terrible pass. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. And it's played forward. Looking to break out here. Crunching tackle. Gnabry. Driving on, he could shoot here. Real chance! And in it goes! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Munich get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he heaves it forward.
Liverpool are looking to make this one... It's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And here's Kane, brought forward. What does he try from here? Chiesa. Oh, they can break here. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Going to be another change here. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Good ball. He's had a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Isak did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Ball's out on the left now. And time is up. Munich puffed and puffed, but in the end, no joy. That's the game. The result is what matters. And this result is cruel. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive.
Well, good evening to you, and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid, and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a chance! And the ball's come out! Good clearance and very necessary. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Matia. Ball through needs to be good here. And the shot! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
London trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Tielemans. Rashford. It's Rashford! It's anyone's ball. Oh, real danger here. Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Merino. Rashford plays it forward. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And here's Rashford. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. And here's Rashford. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Merino. And it's Rashford. Decent looking ball. Going for goal! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Merino. Plays it out to the wing. Out to the left it goes. Chooses to go back. Looking to break out here. Rashford drives it forward. Merino. Rice. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's been won straight back. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Merino hoists it forward, and it's played forward. He's come in hard. Plays it back. Goes for goal! Shaw. And here's Rashford. Big chance! Martin. London are trailing here with the first half almost done. Well, they can break here. Over to the left. Rashford.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
And this has gone, presumably for offside. Merino. Matia. Bruno Fernandes. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries lifting it over. Oh, really good feet from him. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but it still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
London don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Chance! Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
The keeper is trying to organise his defence here. He knows that...
Going for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Hoists it forward. Matia. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Martin. Chance to break. Martin. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
And once more they can't get through. It's being played forward. That is very well defended. Matia. Right through the middle. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking...
Real chance! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
London get it back again. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rashford. De Ligt. Tielemans. And here's Rashford. Matia. Tielemans. He could be in here. Saka. Saka hits one! He's looking to get there first. It into the middle. Manchester have it back and they can go again. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Bruno Fernandes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rice. Striding forward, he's had a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
It's a loose ball. Rice. Saka. Looking to get within range. Chance has a pop! He has done it! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
London give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Diogo Dalot. Well, that's where he wants it. Cuts it out. Oh, some tackle that. Rice. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that is that. London probably deserved a share of this. Of course, you don't always get what you deserve. They're going to have to swallow a defeat. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every...
Big chance!
No, that wasn't killing anyone. Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Foden brings the ball forward. Rice. Martin. Rice. It's a loose ball. Kovacic. Rodri. Has he picked him out? And he heaves it forward. And that's been won straight back. Here it comes. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So there's...
That's a pop! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. That's a throw. Pumps it into the area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? That's a good ball to find him. Turns and goes back, looking to get within range. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Foden ready to try one. He's had a crack. Oh, what a goal! A finish of true class. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Manchester break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And it's Kovacic. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, they can break here. Hoists it forward. Decent looking ball. And he has a hit! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Grealish very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Manchester grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Goes for goal! It's a goal! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Well, he's fouled him there. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And here's Kovacic. Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Kovacic. Done very well to intervene. Manchester are in control here on the brink of half-time. That has sent him sprawling. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kovacic. Foden. He could be in here. And it's played forward. Kovacic does well there, alert. Grealish. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. The referee's awarded a free kick.
This more or less is the same position. Muscle memory just needs to be triggered now, doesn't it?
He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone direct. That is simply superb! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, that is a bit special. He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless.
There is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Manchester are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. So we're already into the second period. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, real danger here! He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
That is terrific skill. Grealish. He's had a look, and the shot! And through to the goalkeeper. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And he's straight offside. Manchester have a free kick. Shapes to shoot! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. 4 in the game. He is the man. Manchester grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to...
Just the goalkeepers are going for goal! Goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
How many more does he want? Time for a change in personnel. Manchester totally rampant here.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Ruben Dias. He's looking to get there first. Rice. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And he's on his way! It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Forward it goes. No question, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He gets past his man. Heads it! Really well taken goal. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Well, whistle's gone, that's foul. He's had a shot! And that's off target.
Quick thinking and quick control, Peter. That creates a little more working space.
Rodri. Foden. And it's Kovacic. Now it's Grealish. Shot at goal! Let's keep distance on it. It's a brilliant interception. Has gone out. Mateus. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Marsh. He's one-on-one! Hits one! He scores! Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Good ball, it's found it. He's gone for it! he's missed it. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And here's Grealish. Shoots! Oh, terrific save. And that's been levered clear. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Good idea, just poorly executed. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Caught offside that time. But there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Mateus. That's a foul, free kick's been given. Rodri. Grealish. It's come loose. And now the breakaway. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Tries to stroke it through. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Saka. And it's played forward. And time is up. Manchester were irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result, a comfortable win. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The Emirates on this occasion so vibrant, so atmospheric. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, the goalkeeper shoots! It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, the penalty box usually is the place where you get least time on the ball, and yet they were able to exchange passes before an unchecked finish. And I mean, to be honest with you, that should open up an inquest.
London took the early advantage. And the ball's come out. Has a hit! Really well taken goal. Sporting are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Well, it can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's had a shot! He scores! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
It's wrestled off the ball. Just brushed off the ball there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's cut it out. Forward it goes. Rice. And now they can launch a counter. And it's played forward. Rice. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. "15 minutes till half-time. Well weighted. Face to face, big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Yeah, that's great running from the way he manoeuvred himself into such a good position to receive the pass and go through on the goalkeeper then.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Sporting are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Dangerous looking ball, and it's come to nothing. Hoists it forward. He's pinged one through here. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. chance. And goes for goal. They've scored! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
So we're already into the second period.
Sporting don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
He's found his man. It's come through. Oh, surely! Can he dig out? Shapes to shoot! Back of the net! Sporting are all square. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. We have ourselves a real game here.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Rice. Real chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Out towards the flank. And he's whipped it in low. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's put paid to a promising move. What an adventurous run from a defender. Not offside that time.
Well, they're being cut out too much for my liking. It's not rocket science.
Looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's made sure that that won't get through, and it's played forward. gets it back. Oh, some tackle that. It's a good foot in there. Has a goal! Gets good distance on it. This is promising. Oh, he's been flattened there. Turns and goes back. Forward it goes. And this has gone, presumably for offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's got options out wide. He came in hard, very hard.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Merino. Done very well to intervene. And that's that. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Sporting certainly had some good moments.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for...
Has a pop! And he's done it!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
It's Dembele! It's in! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Perugia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square. Well, if it tries a shot! Knocks it away. And that's been well dealt with. That intervention was very necessary. Gorgeous control there. He's in! He's had a go! In it goes! Into the lead once more! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Forward it goes. Well positioned to make that interception. Could be a chance here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Way through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Dembele plays it backwards, and they'll try again. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Marquinhos gets it back.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Hoists it forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Marquinhos with a definite foul there. To get it forward quickly. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Dembele beats the offside trap. Dembele with a really impressive run, which nearly went the whole way.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And it's played forward. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Fabian Ruiz goes looking. Timely intervention. Forward it goes. That's a promising ball. Going through. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And it's been taken straight back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Tries to get it forward quickly. Eric Garcia drives it forward. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. He's through the middle. It's got through to him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Again, the flag's up. Hakimi. Dembele. He's gone for it! Goal! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Eric Garcia. Good take, and he's had a look. He's in, surely. He's gone for it. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
He's got through. That's a brilliant interception. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the finish! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
It's starting to look... Dembele! Lacking in accuracy. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Dembele, that's a good ball, has a pop! Barcelona have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Eric Garcia can get it clear. Ferran Torres. Oh, he's broken through. Ferran Torres has a hit! He's looking... Oh, real danger here! Turns and goes back. He could be in here. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something. This is gone, that's a foul. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Real chance! They've got it! So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Loses his balance and loses the ball. Information that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Ferran Torres. Marquinhos does well to read it and intercepts. Ferran Torres. Hakimi battles to win it back. And there goes the final whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes, and hits one! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Martin. Rice. Merino. He's had a go! He's scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Perugia didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Looking for space out wide. Going through. Has a pop! And in it goes! And they're at it again in double quick time! And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
London take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's had a shot! It's broken loose! And they've been caught out here. Forward it goes. A heavy challenge. Has he picked him out? Hoists it forward. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Good ball. Gets the better of his man. Cut out in the nick of time. Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Another corner then. Up to meet it! Dembele. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. This could spell danger. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hakimi. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's there to cut it out. Merino, it's a promising ball. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Oh, great ball! Martin plays it out to the flank. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere.
Goes for goal! There it is! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That was a given, it always was.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And it's played forward. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Kovacic. Turns and goes back.
And the finish! He scores!
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
He's had a shot!
He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Not one of his best.
London have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Rice. He's made sure that won't get through. Oh, the question, that's a foul. Ruben Dias. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rodri. Pings it out wide. He's had that put on a plate. Caught offside that time. Chance! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Keeper's ball. Rodri. Marsh. Gets it, and now what? Forward it goes. He's got options out wide. Going through. Tries a shot! It's in!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Kovacic. Saka. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Ruben Dias plays it forward. Grealish. It's a promising ball. That intervention was very necessary. In comes the corner. And it's hoisted clear. Has a pop! Oh, that is asking for trouble. London with another corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Massive leap! First 45 minutes are up. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. It's played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're just settling back into this second half. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Rodri. Kovacic at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Gets the better of his man. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Danger averted for now. And help's available out wide. He has it out wide now. Saka. Big chance! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
London get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Has gone out. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And he has been fouled there. Kovacic. Well, that had to be more accurate. And here's Grealish. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Tries to get it forward quickly. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rice hoists it forward. Has he picked him out? was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Now it's Grealish. Now the counter. It's wrestled off the ball.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, real danger here. Real chance. Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Grealish.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And now they can launch a counter. Looks to thread it through. Rice with the slide tackle there. That's a decent ball. Good clearance and very necessary.
Manchester merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The changes then in quick succession.
London showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Chooses to go, goes for goal!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And that's been won straight back. Rodri has got himself a free kick. Manchester making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Manchester have to get it into the box, and quickly. And it's been taken straight back.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tries to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene. And the defence can get it clear. Gonzalez. It's on a plate. Rice. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Terrific match, universal commitment to attack, all square and rightly, no loser. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Some wonderful scenes here. It is what we have come to know and love about Old Trafford, Manchester. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Diogo Dalot.
Gets up to head it!
That's offside. Yes, it is. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Maguire, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full-contact contest. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball. Has a hit! That'll be a corner. And the finish! They score! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Manchester take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Goes for goal! It's in! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback.
He's gone for it! Time to deliver. It's a throw-in. And it's Shaw. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Cuts it out. Tried to play it through. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's got through. Up for the header! Oh, not the best of headers.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. A buccaneering run from the defender. Maguire needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Hits one! Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And the finish! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement...
Maguire with a definite fell there. Shooting chance! Played out to the right. The referee brings the first half to a close.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Well, the action has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. Through to the goalkeeper. Gets the better of his man. De Ligt. Over to the left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Just brushed off the ball there. Gets wrestled off the ball. De Ligt positions himself well and cuts it out. He's got options out wide. He gets past his man. Tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
Well played, he saw that coming. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. Mathieu. And help's available out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Done very well to intervene. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's got options out wide. And that's been levered clear. Gets it back. Lovely feet. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball, it's found its target. He's through, now is he in? Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Has a pop! Bruno Fernandes did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. He's had a shoots, and the ball's come out. Matia. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Manchester seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Hoists it forward. Nicely controlled. Battles to win it back. Now the counter. Ball is over the line. Oh, shooting chance! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Tielemans. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. De Ligt, he's the guilty party there. And the changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
It's come loose. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hoists it high, right through the middle. Could be face to face with the keeper. Has a hit!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Well, it's an inspired substitute. Real chance! This could fall anywhere! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And he just whacks it away. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's that. Barcelona have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.